boys. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Oh my gosh. First off, this is annoying me. This is black screen. We'll fix it later. We'll fix it in post. Any hoozles. First off, good morning. Second off, we gotta figure out which nation we're playing today. So let's go to the YouTube comments of the last video. Me and you, let's go together. Come on, this way. Let's go to my channel. View my channel. Not studio. How do I? Yeah, view my channel. There we go. I'm smart. And we'll go to the videos. Actually, playlist would probably be faster. This was the last one. Ooh, in a minute. Yeah. With 81 votes. Morateus? Dude, I gotta figure out how to pronounce it. April Fool's Corgi? Dude, I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I got jebaited so hard last night. So hard. I was like scrolling Reddit like a loser. And I saw something about like Man City losing like 10 years of titles because they had been cheating, and I was like, what the hell? And I read the entire article. And I was like, I can't believe I didn't hear about this until right now. And at the end, it's April Fool's. It's like, damn it. completely forgot. Usually I'm pretty good about April Fools, but that one jebaited me so hard. So hard. I think one of my favorite jebaits, though, was from NPR. They did one a couple years ago where it's just like talking about how stupid people are and how they don't read through like past the title. And the entire article was just like something like the top thing was something really inflammatory, and the entire article was an April Fool's like commentary about how people don't read things and they just like will post things. And then there was a compilation of just like thousands of people who reacted to just the title, who if they had clicked open the article would have seen that it's an April Fool's joke. It was fantastic. Yo, Corby, what's your thoughts on books? Oh my gosh. Here's my real opinion on books. You ready for this? Books are so amazing. I'm talking stories, by the way. I don't care about PhD books. Storybooks are so amazing, and they are ruined for you by the elite in like people who want to think they're smarter than they are in school boards, and they recommend the worst books for you to read. Like books that will like tear you off of reading and be like, I don't like reading, and be like, no, you're just reading Catcher in the Rye. You're just reading like the worst storybook ever. It's like, oh, it's a literary masterpiece. Yeah, but it's a bad story, man. It's like the entire time is just like, it's just awkward, man. You're just reading about like a guy like thinking about jacking off, and it's just like, I don't have an interest in this story. I didn't like reading until I was a senior. I was SparkNote everything. I didn't like reading until I was a senior in high school, and I got one teacher who was just like, we're gonna read some good books. And we read like Of Mice and Men and The Natural and Frankenstein, and it was like, okay, so maybe I do like reading. And her assignments were like the best. It was just like, we're gonna read 3 chapters, and then at the end of those 3 chapters, we're gonna sit around in a circle and we're gonna talk about it. You get points for talking about it. Like, oh, this is how people enjoy books. Okay. Prior to that, I was getting like blasted with like put a sticky note on each page for what you're thinking about. You know, when you're reading a book but your mind's not absorbing it, and you look back and be like, I don't remember a single thing that happened on that page. Well, one time, literally like the entire book, I wrote everything. But there was just one page where it was like, there's nothing here, so I just wrote cookie just to have something on it. And I gave my book to my teacher, and she's flipping through it to make sure I have sticky notes on each page. And she stops at the one page where I just was fed up and wrote cookie. and I failed the assignment. I was so mad. So mad. I like reading books isn't a hot take at all. Well, no, my hot take is that people who think they don't like reading books have had books ruined for them by horrible school boards. Horrible school board selections. Like the Scarlet Letter is garbage. You don't have to like it just because like they tell you it's a good book doesn't mean you have to like it. I will die on this hill that Catcher in the Rye is the worst book I've ever read in my life, followed briefly by The Great Gatsby, another horrible book. What country are you gonna play? We're gonna play Morteus. I'm just gonna make sure I'm saying it correctly. How to say Morteus?
Mauritius.
No no shot. I'm saying it that wrong. Mauritius?
Mauritius.
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 Mauritius. Oh god, where is Mauritius? Mauritius. I'm gonna keep this page up so I can reference it. Mauritius. Oh god. Oh, it's a small island country. I was thinking it was Mauritania. Dang it. Frick. Dude, what's this flag? Do you think they just had a bunch of leftover scraps and threw it together? Like, not commenting on the economical status of this country. It's just, I just hate the aesthetic of this flag. "20 years old, still doesn't know English?" First off, I'm like 30. Second off, this is not English. This Mauritius? You want me to know Mauritius and be like, oh, he doesn't know the English word Mauritius? Not Corgi talking smack about my favorite African country. I'm not talking smack about anything about the country. I'm just pointing out their flag is awful, right? If you just took this flag out, put it in an assignment of flags from around the world, you would point at this one and be like, this is kind of the ugliest one, right? Wait, is the gray part of the flag? This is an important distinction. Because if the gray's not part of the flag, okay, that takes things a little bit in a different path. This is a better flag. I thought the flag was outlined by these gray lines. I thought the gray lines were a part of it. This is a much better flag now. Let's get that straight. I thought the gray was a part of it. Damn you, Wikipedia, you strike again? That's not as bad of a flag as I thought. Holy cow. Alrighty, let's pop into it, yeah? Dummynation. 463 hours. I'm never gonna get back. Me and you, we're stuck here. The flag of Mauritius is similar to the flag of Armenia. Hold on, actually, speaking of before we get started, we need to stop the music. There we go. No, I closed out I need to get the how to say Mauritius. I think it was Mauritius.
Mauritius.
Dude, I'm gonna mess that up. That's gonna be so bad. Mauritius, 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 Mauritius. What country are we doing? Mauritius. Thank you for helping me. Mauritius, Mauritius. Okay. All right, let's get started. Let's remove face cam. Bada bing, bada boom. Ah. Brothers, welcome back to Dummynation. Today, we're going to be playing as the most upvoted country from the last video, which is... Wait, can I not play this country? It's you. It's you. I've done Mauritania? Oh, okay. Mauritius, and that is the correct pronunciation. I did Google it many times. Mauritius is an expert level start. We are a small island country off the continent of Africa. We are the 136th best GDP, 158 in population. GDP per capita is 77, actually a little bit better than I thought it would be. A military power is 186, so I don't think we have troops. In fact, we do not. Bummer. Summer, do we have any friends? Negative, Ghost Rider. We can become friends with China for the low price of 3.15 million. That's exciting. Is there anyone just right off the bat? I don't know why I look here. Let's just check India. That's probably going to be the most realistic. If you're new to the game, the best ones to check is India, Russia, or excuse me, China, India, Russia. My head got ahead of my mouse. Brazil, sometimes in the United States. If you can't get an alliance with one of those guys, you typically can't get an alliance with anybody. We could get an alliance with India for pretty cheap, but I'm thinking we get a military power first because Mauritius is not typically like a starter level country that countries will go after immediately because our population isn't exactly amazing. So I think we'll have a little bit of time. We are a democracy. Do we want to stay a democracy? Iran and Indonesia too. True. I can never get Indonesia though, so I rule them out. And Iran typically dies very fast. Do we want to stay a democracy? What do you guys think? You want to stay a democracy? You want to do something different? So many of these places are democracies. We can do something different. I'll let the chat kind of think about that one. Oof, that's rough. Corey, man, it's been a long time. It has, Mantella. How are you? You know what? I think we'll stay as a democracy for the time being. I'm going to lower military service to get more money. I'm going to keep Liberator up at 26%. In fact, let's get that a little bit higher. 38's fine. And then with our research, we're going to go military power right away. Reason being is we want to unlock robots right away. So if we get 24... Well, hold on. Let's see if we can do this. 16... into military research discount. We need 20 to get robotics. We can definitely get one more level of military research. That's very useful. And then we can spend 17k to get the robotics and drones, which are going to be what we use for this playthrough. With those two things combined, let's invest in our military. First things first, we're going to want some tanks. Tanks are going to be good kind of defensive units right off the bat. I don't know if I want to spend half my budget. Let's get 1.5. It's a little bit less than half on tanks. Let's get a unit of drones out there. And then, a unit, that's a small unit of killer robots. Let's go ahead and get the killer robots. And then another unit of drones for the piercing. And with the 20k left, we will not be able to secure another alliance, but that's fine. I think we're fine for the time being. Let's go ahead and lower social, upgrade military. So we're flat right now, but once we actually have a military, it won't be sustainable. Let's get R&D up there as well. Apply this. Our budget will be at 2.38, but it won't matter for long. We just need that military out there to be able to do something. Hopefully we don't get attacked in the immediate moments, because we did not ally ourselves with anybody big, which is hurting our exchange rate. But starting with no military, we don't have any options. So this is what we're going for. Lots of action right away. I forgot the UI, or the AI, is very aggro now. We have our tanks. We need at least the robots to take anything. All right, so our first units are out. Even though we're pumping 27% into our military spending, we're down 1.48. That's just because our economy can't sustain the military that we currently have. That's fine. As soon as we get the drones and the robots out, we're able to strike a big target. Hopefully, Tanzania, however you pronounce it, stays weak. Or we could go into Mozambique or potentially Madagascar. Honestly, I thought these countries already fell. Ghana is still available. I'd rather stick on the eastern coast of Africa though, just for my own borders and being able to protect things. But we do need that population to fix our military spending. Congo is getting aggressive. That could be interesting as well. Ooh, we might rush Congo right away. This could be very big for us. We definitely need the military to do this. Just speed through so that I don't get pressured into attacking early. I do want that second level of drones. But do I need it? We have 7 million firepower right now, 4 million piercing. We do need the second level of drones. The drones. In case you're new, you want your firepower to be slightly less than your piercing. That helps you with ammunition shortages. So our ammunition shortage is going to be a slight problem now. Congo is such a good target, though. 15th best population. I think we push for this. We're definitely going to run into population issues or ammunition issues fighting such a big country right off the bat. But let's get in there before anybody else can. And they have not revamped their military very heavily. They're very weak on armor, which is good for us since we're basically all armor. Let's go ahead and fight them right now. And their capital is right here, so there's no easy path to like take some territory before taking their capital, but because they have been weakened substantially already, they shouldn't pose much of an issue. And they're in fact fighting us in piecemeal, which is great for us, allows us to get a lot of room. Let's see if we can just mosey through a little bit faster. Try and take out the capital before they raise more troops. Capital secured, good, so their capital will move. And hopefully it's not right there. Let's take a gander. It's gonna be hard to see exactly where their capital is just based off the economy map, but we should be able to push through this just fine. Let's take a look at ourselves though. How bad's our ammunition shortage? Already creeping up a little bit, not exactly amazing. As long as we stick to the south though, we should be able to grab a ton of population though. In fact, what are we at right now? We've already moved up to 78. Good. They did build more troops, unfortunately. And we are in a little bit of a race with Angola for land, who's also engaging them. So this is the area I really want, is this little piece of land right here. Unfortunately, we just keep pushing their running into their capital. It'll be a while before we are able to chase their capital up north, but it's fine for the time being. Question, what if my piercing's way higher than my attack? Then you just won't be able to fight off other militaries. Your piercing will be susceptible to enemy attacks. You'll lose more troops. You do need a little bit of a balance. Ideally, the ideal ratio is 10 to 11. All right, we finally have a population to sustain our military budget, so we won't be taking hard attrition losses that way. We're going to keep fighting through the rest of the Congo. Our ammunition shortage is pretty high. Ooh, it's kind of rough to justify continuing this fight. They still have the 47th best. Oop, accidentally jumped on that army. Still have the 47th best. I think I'm going to continue this fight for the population. But we're not making a ton of money off the Congo, so this is a little bit rough. We do need to keep a military for a economically rich target like Egypt or something in the the Middle East. That's the words I'm looking for. Argentina would actually be pretty good. The 26th best GDP. USA's kind of knocked them down already. I think if we can. We cannot peace out with them. And if we leave this land, we're going to leave Angola, who's going to be strong. I think we have to commit to this land, unfortunately. Why don't you use the diplomacy map every time to see if anyone has declared war on you or not? It's just the real reasons for the YouTube video. This is the more aesthetically pleasing map than this. That's the only reason. But you can see how slow I'm taking territory now, and it's because my ammunition shortage is so high. So let's back off for a minute. Let's try and recruit just some foot soldiers out there. 95 for 125 is not that bad of an exchange rate. Recruiting troops also helps with ammunition shortage. Otherwise, you can just wait for it to go down. So that's going to be our plan, is we'll just play a little bit of defense here, holding off the Congo until we can get more troops, because right now we're just not doing anything. We're minus 13% piercing, minus 22% attack. We're really not gaining as much land, and we're sacrificing a lot of troops to do it. So I definitely think this is the right move for right now. Your videos are so entertaining. Keep up the good work. Well, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. It's better to use the diplomacy list, as you don't have to check the individual countries. The biggest advantage to using the diplomacy map, though, is when you have a peace treaty with somebody, there'll be squiggly lines and that will always appear. But if you check the diplomacy tab, sometimes it sorts by your diplomacy level with them. So sometimes you can think like, okay, I only have peace treaties with these people. You got to sort by that, and that can be rough, and sometimes you can miss it. I say this as someone who always misses that. So how exactly does this ammunition shortage work? So basically, you take these two numbers. Let's say I have 4.56 million firepower. You go down on my bonuses. It's minus 22% right now, or minus 12% right now. All right, we do have these troops. I'm going to risk running through Tanzania really quickly. Hopefully they don't turn hostile and aggro to me. We're going to bring down this military over here. We're going to fight this little grouping, and we'll group up together, and that should help my ammunition shortage out a little bit. And it did, but not a ton. That's because it didn't. The amount of troops I recruited was not that heavy. But let's go ahead and finish this area down here, though, where there's not a lot of rebels. Okay, and new plan. I can actually probably leave this territory. You will not peace out with me under any circumstances, correct? Let's just establish that. Yeah, you want 6 million. I don't want to finish this for 6 million, especially while Mozambique's on the table. Is Argentina still weak? Dude, they don't really have that many amazing economic zones left. The United States took the good parts. I think we just commit to the DRC. The reason I'm committing to the DRC is I don't want these rebels coming back to bite me in the butt later, and I don't want to have to fight their armies or worry about them like rebelling. So whatever, we'll just take them out. Now, as a quick side note, there are a few areas in the car that we could grab. Maybe we jump on that really quickly. Okay, now we do have an okay exchange rate. I would love to see with our military power, could we find anybody that would like to be friends with us? India, just make sure you don't have any troops, but you... Oh, it's a cheap peace treaty, but they're basically dead. Oh, we should be over there. China's 81. Interesting. Here's the plan. We ignore this. No, we should finish off the DRC. It won't take long. It won't take long, but we do need to get over to India. Okay, hold on. We can get an alliance with China. 84, you mongrels. It's going up just slightly faster than my economy. There we go. Alliance with China. Exchange rate's not going to be helped out that much, but we should have defensive power that nobody's going to mess with us. So that's really good for us. We need to finish off the DRC. India has fallen. We need to jump over there as soon as possible, even though our ammunition shortage is really bad. You cannot turn down the population and economy you get from India. But again, I want to finish off the DRC so I don't have to ever deal with them again. A lot of things are developing very fast in this game. Finish up the last little bit. Good. Okay, where do we stand after that? Ammunition shortage, very high. 77 GDP, 21 population. Good, 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 good. All right, let's take a risk and run through Tanzania once again. Our troop composition, we're very low on piercing. We'd love to buy more robots, but you won't believe this, we don't have money. Okay. Don't aggro me, please. I don't have the troops to fight you. I just want to walk through your territory. Sick. Okay, good. Let's go to India. Good economic zones right here. So we're going to rush up here. Very heavy population, so it's going to be a slog. But if we can get any of this valley right here, that's going to be very good for us in our economy and staying alive. Hopefully we can get down the ammunition shortage a little bit along the way. What's up, Brandon? How are you? Good morning. King has returned. Hey, British, good to see you. Yeah, I'll talk about my road trip tomorrow. I do have a lot to say. India, how much troops do you have currently? Nothing. Reservists? Nothing. Yep, this is worth. We do get help from good buddy China, which is great. Helps us take down some of these armies and rebels, while also letting us claim some land. Okay, we do have 4 points to spend. We need 5. Okay. It's not a good deal. We can wait. Okay, even though this is very valuable, we're really drawing all the aggro, so I'm actually going to go down south, let China potentially take the heat, and I'm going to fight down here. We don't have the army to really fight back against them. We're just trying to grab free land at the moment. And we're engaging, yeah, China's helping us fight rebels, but then we're also fighting all of China's rebels. So I don't know how useful that is. Might have actually been more useful than I thought. Freaking India's population, man. We're getting smushed. We just gotta pull back. We have got to get the ammunition shortage up. We could definitely use with a little bit of rockets just for the armor, even though drones are superior. Stop fighting me. Well, we do have borders with China. Doesn't really help our exchange rate out that much. Okay. Yeah, India's a big target. It's not going away anytime soon. I will block this rebel group from taking any of my land, but I'm not going to be aggro with India anymore. So we'll just stand on top of it, get rid of these lines. I never watch any Corgi streams, but I was surprised seeing one. Well, they happen every week. Oh my goodness. What's our GDP at? Not even anywhere close to being able to produce units, unfortunately. I'm gonna see if I can take a little bit more territory. We really can't be fighting rebels, but I don't want to lose all this land. And it looks like Singapore and the United Kingdom are taking a lot of the flack. So if we can grab any bit of it, it'll help us out a lot. We were just at 46, but the little bit of extra land we grabbed over here, or excuse me, 51, a little bit of extra land we grabbed over here brought us down to 45 already. So it's very valuable for us to get. It's going to be very painful because our slow piercing means we're going to incur a lot more rebels popping up. And this may be foolish, but I'm going to rush production here. I'm not going to worry about reservists, but I'm going to get some commandos and, more importantly, gunners. Actually, not even gunners. Give me drones. That's 60% of our budget. Let's just go ahead and commit to it. Start producing units. And bank on the fact that we can probably get some of this back with the economy we're still grabbing over here. Assuming that we can get a moment without India attacking us. All right. Most countries have peaced out with India by the looks of it. Let's just see. United Kingdom diplomacy, peace treaties. They have peaced out. No, they have not peaced out with India. We gotta pull back. We gotta pull back. Our army's just getting slaughtered. Oh god, can we peace out with India? We're so weak. No. Unfortunately, I think we just got to go home. If there's a chance to peace out with India, we will. Hopefully another country takes the aggro. This one rebel group has left. Good. We just don't have a military anymore. Our military is less than 1 million. Just popped up to 1 million. So we have got to wait, unfortunately. Gunners. Got it. Thank you. So Kraft pointed out, because we have a low GDP per capita, that gunners would actually be more efficient than drones for us at this moment. So we're going to increase that a little bit. We're going to be more heavy in the gunners than we are commandos to keep our piercing up to hopefully help out with the ammunition shortage, which is still incredibly high considering that we barely have any military that survived that fight. But hopefully the tides will turn a little bit. Just too weak at the beginning to be able to take on Congo. And that was kind of the scary part of taking on such a big country at the beginning, is it didn't allow us to have any momentum to be able to fight India. But it's fine. It's definitely a recoverable situation from here. We just got to kind of build up our army to something reasonable. So there are no tutorials on YouTube for this game. I have 2 tutorials, one for this game and one for the update. The most recent update hasn't changed anything. It's just made the AI more aggressive. But the fundamentals are still the same. Is this the easiest country to play as or what? I mean, no. I mean, here we are with a golden opportunity to fight India and then Pakistan. We can't take advantage of it because our ammunition shortage is so bad and our population is so bad.
Mauritius.
This is rough. This is rough. We're making money. It's just hard to see India go by and not do anything about it. I'm going to jump up here just to grab this last little bit. I don't think we're getting any of this up here. It's not super valuable land, so I'm not going to be too concerned with it. But while there's a lot of countries fighting India up in the north, I think I can get away with just fighting rebels in the south. And our ammunition shortage is in a much better spot, so we can definitely accomplish this. And let's just push for the last little bit that we have access to. It should mean that India doesn't have borders with us, and we don't have to worry about finishing them off because they'll never be able to attack us. But it does also mean that we don't get as much land as we could have. So let's just go ahead and crush this last little rebellion before it has the potential to grow. Good. When we're officially done. So we have got to go back. We have a small army. We are 37-8. We'd love to be in a better position, but unfortunately the cards didn't crumble that way. The cookie didn't crumble that way. Do you put the flag at the start of each of your messages? I don't know what that means. That probably wasn't for me. Is there a form of core territory mechanic or conquered country territories give the same advantage as starting? I mean, there are cores, if you will. They're claims. So if you look at China, they have a claim on like some of India's land, and then more notoriously Taiwan. Why am I... They don't have one on Taiwan? Oh, there we go. So you can see that, excuse me. Taiwan, China has a claim on it. So China's more likely to engage Taiwan. I was vice versaing it. So like all these countries have claims on China's land, which means they're going to be more aggressive towards China if China's left in the game. Yeah, I mixed it up a little bit. All right, we do have 5 million. So I'm going to pounce over here to see if I can get any of Namibia. as free land. And let's not risk walking through someone's territories and angering them like the United States. That'd be pretty detrimental for us. I don't know if we're going to get any of this land because I think Brazil's about to cut us off, but let's try it. No, we get nothing. Okay, we waited too long on that. Nigeria's popped off to a very big boy. Mexico's falling. That's a very good target for us. We should pop over to Mexico. Probably a little bit of a blessing that we didn't get even Namibia's land, because otherwise we would have missed Mexico. How's your budget? I mean, budget's okay. We don't quite have the money we need to enter the end game, so we definitely need a country with a higher GDP, like Mexico. All right, Operation Engage Mexico begins. Let's just take a look at their economy. Yeah, this is where we want to push. Obviously, the dream is getting Mexico City. With this many countries, I don't know how realistic that is, but we can definitely grab this northern area. We've already doubled our income just from this small bit of Mexico. We're in the top 20 now, so we can definitely take a look at our production. And honestly, we'd love to start getting some reservists out there. We definitely need to lower this to 33, so we probably won't touch these production for a while, and let the land that we absorb bring down our production to closer to 30%. But for the time being, this is reasonable. And just for anyone's reference that's asking questions in chat that may not know and just thinking like, oh, Kraft's just some guy. Kraft is like the third best player in the world, so he answers a lot of these things with authority. He's a much better player than I am. I'm like top 30. All right, we can get a level. I would love to get a level of reactive armor. Armor is going to be really tough for us. As it gets more expensive in the late game, we've basically sacrificed all of our army to get Mexico. A worthwhile trade for 19 and 9. I think at this point we can hold off and build up a military. I don't think we can be more aggressive at this point. And for the love of God, let's not do this death pattern where we're going to lose all of our troops to go home. Let's just go right there. And now we got to build up. Who's number 1 on the leaderboard? Typically Soniku. And we did not quite meet the production goals we had in mind, so I'm going to lower this a little bit to 35 is acceptable. Lower commandos a little bit so we can raise gunners. Gunners are so expensive. All right, 35% is what we're going to roll with. Getting some reservists. Oh, hello, Madagascar. Jump on this. Perfect opportunity for us. How's our ammunition shortage? Fine. Good. But a perfect opportunity for us to strike on a weaker country that we can just pick off the remnants of. We don't really want to be engaging with any country head on at this moment. as we need to be building up a military before we really engage. Love to get this to like 15 million before we do another move. But moves like that, perfectly reasonable. Easy to grab a little bit extra land and economy. Especially as Indonesia's kind of going down. That'd be a really good target for us to get. Can you do a runway take over the entire world? Not really. No, that would just take too much time. And at the end, it would just be bop, 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 bop. There wouldn't be anything to show. It'd be too repetitive. Russia fell and we completely missed it. That's very sad. Very sad. But at the same time, we just never had the military to be able to take advantage of it. I think my biggest mistake was going after Congo, even though it was weak. I could have picked on another country that was smaller and been able to carry a little bit more momentum into a fight. But it's fine for now. We can definitely make up ground with like grabbing Japan or Indonesia if we save up here. Like, if I was going for a speed run, I probably would have restarted this run. It's just not in a good spot right now. This channel's pretty close to 50k subs. Oh, I wish. We've been like hard stuck at like, we were at like 47 in January. So we've been hard stuck for a while. Hope you take over America. Yeah, there's not a lot of pathways to victory without eventually fighting America. Iran's falling. This is a really good opportunity for us. Let's pop up here and start grabbing some of their territory. Now, most of the valuable land in Iran is over here in the east, which we don't have a good pathway to get. So let's see where else we can go. I mean, we could still fight for down here, and I think that's reasonable. So let's pop over, grab this sector. With an army this size, we shouldn't be running into ammunition shortage problems for a while, even though we're in pretty heavy fights. We still have a shot at Tehran, so let's push for that. Ah, cut off by Bulgaria, but that's fine. Dude, Brazil is going to be a problem. Holy cow, they are just everywhere right now. I hate to see a country so divided like this. It just means it's gonna be harder to fight later. They actually cut us off, the mongrels. Saudi Arabia is weak, though. Maybe we get a jump on Saudi Arabia. We have a little bit of extra money for the alliances we'll need, or the buy-off monies. So let's go ahead and fight Saudi Arabia. They have 2 million and then 60k reservists. That's a pretty easy fight. Poland was allied to them. Let's see if we can peace out with... No, we need 6 million out to get Poland out of this fight. I haven't really been checking alliances in this game just because we haven't been attacking anyone that typically has alliances. Didn't expect the Polish Saudi Arabian friendship. All right, and this is it for the economy. I really much rather than trying to fight this, move around and grab the western coast. I should probably get the game. I mean, if you want to try it out for free, it is free on mobile. It's not as pleasant of gaming experience, but still, you get a feel for it. And then if you want to buy it, it's only 11 bucks. It's just a small indie game, so it's not that expensive. All right, so we're finishing up Saudi Arabia. 15th and 7th is a good spot to be, but we're still missing a ton of opportunities just because we really can't react to it. Even though we have such a strong GDP, our military power is 25, and I don't think there's not many more than 25 countries left. The world's really been chopped up into tiny pieces, which is going to make things very challenging later. China, how are we doing? Very, excuse me, very weak. Excuse me, very weak, which is not good. They're my primary trading partner. We should probably find somebody else that we can become friends with. USA, all the way, best buddy, 32 million. Okay, they're out. Brazil's gotten really strong this game. They're out. United Kingdom, Germany. United Kingdom is weak. Germany is strong. You can get a cheap alliance with Germany. Boom. Should protect us in case China gets any funny ideas. All right, and that is Saudi Arabia done. We'll take our pitiful army back, try and recuperate our losses, and get ready to strike something big. We're in a good enough position where I think focusing just on the military is the right move right now, and we can get another level of reactive armor, so let's get that out there as well, so we stop sacrificing our tanks to the blood god and build more tanks. Speaking of, Troops wise, we're doing okay. We have a decent amount of armor. Piercing's still low, but that's because we keep investing in tanks. We just need a moment of reprieve to save and build up. Bro, how to win is India? I don't know, man. Watch my video. Been there, done that. Can you get Greenland? No, Greenland is a trap. There's nothing to get there. It angers all the EU. It is literally the worst country to probably grab in the entire game. Also, it takes forever because it's in the Arctic Circle. I don't think there's a worse country to ever go for in the game than Greenland. Tell me how to win is Russia, India, or Brazil. Hey, Seraphim, I'm just going to go ahead and suggest you look at the videos I've already done. Because I've already done all 3 of those countries, so that will give you a pretty easy blueprint of how to play them. Easy peasy. Love to get Japan too strong. Indonesia also too strong. How's our production? 31%? Let's raise it a little. Anytime we get 1 million, we'll just buy tanks. GDP per capita still good and high. I think too high to justify drones. I think we just build up and wait for a big country to fall. And we're talking big countries. We're talking China, Japan, Indonesia, Brazil at this point, America, or one of the big European powers like France, Germany, Spain, or the UK. I think that's our only pathway to getting back in this one, just because we were on the back foot so much at the beginning of the game when so much free land was available. We just were not able to grab it. Though I am watching Myanmar very closely because China keeps engaging them. China does something silly. Might be able to jump on that opportunity. Oh, the United States is over here in Myanmar? We should jump in on that. Now, Myanmar, do you have friends? You're friends with Thailand, Norway, Bangladesh, Switzerland, Vietnam? Never mind. Bangladesh is 23 million? Let's just leave. This is a silly place. Nigeria is not a bad target. We should maybe be focusing Nigeria. They have 4 friends, including Italy, which will be expensive. A lot of these countries hate us, even though we're a democracy. Have you played Hearts of Iron 4? Yeah, it's not the game for me. I literally watched probably 10 hours of tutorials, and I was just like, I'm not even close to learning. Like, there's still 20 more hours to learn how to play the game, and I was like, I'm out. We get a very cheap alliance with Indonesia. Let's go ahead and grab that. And then Canada. Are you strong this one? Kind of strong. I don't think we need more friends than that. Our exchange rate's 76%. We just need to kind of wait for this web to get untangled. I was thinking about flipping from a democracy because we're not getting a ton out of it, but at this point, honestly, it might kind of make sense. Israel, 5 million, actually be a good target, except for your besties with the United States, of course, and Japan, and the United Kingdom. That's rough. Not a lot of things to strike. Abigalula, what's up, my friend? How are you? How are you? Already coming in doing a mod action? Wow. Look at you go. Oh my, I know. Yeah, we just hit a very unfortunate part of the game where we just can't do a lot. That's fine. How is Papua New Guinea alive? Who's your friends? Nobody really. Not you. Malaysia, the Philippines. Bunch of weak countries. You have 7 million. Is it really worth jumping in there for 7 million? I don't think so. I think we just continue to build up armor. What's up? Foxy Row. Foxy Row sounds like a bar in Austin. I don't know why. I've never been to Austin. I've driven through it. But I imagine that that would be a bar name in Austin. Now, it's going to be a pain is if one of these big countries falls. Look how many, like Brazil. Look how much we'd have to take out to get Brazil out of the game. I almost want to rule out any country that's not Japan in Russia because I don't want to be chasing all this northern territory crap. United Kingdom, how's your friendships? You typically, you maintained a lot of them this game. Very unfortunate for us. Thank God it's not. Oh, the bar name? Oh, that's right. You're from Austin adjacent area. Corgi's laugh will never get old. Dude, people, before I started streaming with a face cam, I would constantly get the comment of like, why does this guy fake laugh so much? It was like, I don't. It's just my laugh. I just laugh a lot. I don't know, man. There's just work here. It's the prime thing about YouTube is people will make fun of you for like the things you've never thought of before. Like, dang man, you got me, I guess. I'm laughing. Even now, it's just like, I don't know why I'm laughing. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm here. It's gonna be a long one, I can tell you right now. Uganda's not big this game, but they're friends with a lot. Not that many people. But what do we get out of Uganda? Ugh, I'd rather attack you. Why don't you just restart? Are games usually this long? Yeah. I mean, I think the thing is, I think it's a more interesting game when you show overcoming adversity. Like, there's a certain point where it's just like there's no overcoming this game's lost, and I'll admit that. But this one's not lost. It's just gonna be like a slog. Let's get some combat training though. Pop, pop. By the way, Corgi, I'm not making fun of you. Oh no, I didn't think you were. No. Let's get some drones, a heavy unit of drones, just to buff up our piercing. It's falling behind pretty heavily of our attack power. Why don't you turn up the bar full? Dude, I'm gonna be straightforward with you. The difference between this and this is like this goes fast. This is like 10x what this bar is. So when you get up to this high, you in like 2 seconds, you could just be full invaded by China. And there, you lose your entire army. And you go, what the hell, man? Belgium. Dang. Oh, here's an opportunity. We could fight Israel. We're not that far off from getting an alliance with the United States. Let's pop up to Israel. They have friendships with Japan, the United Kingdom, and United States. I think I could buy those off, though. Let's engage Israel and see how far we can get. See if we can peace out. We have 1.4 million. Japan and the United States have both declared war on me. So if we peace out with Japan, that's 1.5. Ouch. United States is 2.77. Okay, so we weren't that good. Ah, frick. All right, I'm leaving. Dude, being a democracy sucks. We should... Our democracy scores... We're just not getting a lot out of being a democracy. Hell no. Well, if we give this time, this peace treaty should go down. We need a lot of money for both the United States and Japan in order to continue fighting. Meanwhile, the Netherlands just gets all the land. Great. Awesome. Who sees this game's become much worse? I don't think it's become worse. I think the AI being more aggressive is nice. I just wish it'd be more region locked, where you don't have Brazil engaging in northern Russia. Like that, they would prioritize grabbing land closer to them. Same with the United States, same with China. So when you defeat a country, you're not spending the next 20 minutes wrapping up all their tiny little areas. China's flipped to democracy. This game's gonna suck. It's gonna make them so much harder to work down. Also, attacking Israel apparently ruined our reputation with everybody. You should build up more rockets. No, I'm accomplishing piercing with drones, and I have enough armor. Armor's not that big of a concern. Gotta go sleep. No worries, brother. Have a good one. Yeah, we're just in the everlasting waiting game. What was the funnest country to play as? I had a lot of fun with Greece and Vietnam. I'd probably get... Vietnam's a lot different now than when I played it, so I'd probably give the edge to Greece. Ooh, Japan and China are fighting. Interesting. Not worth getting involved yet. Allied to the entire world. Oh my gosh. Just doing something on the side. I feel like I'm just so hard stuck right now. Like I'd have to buy off 3 countries to fight you. Philippines, are you strong? You're incredibly weak. You have 16 friends. This game, man. You should be limited to 10 friends. Nigeria's falling. Friends with half the world. I want it though. I'm gonna fight for this. We'll save up money to see what we can save out on, but I'm gonna fight Nigeria. Here, we'll buy out Japan right away. Biggest problem. Fight the world for Nigeria. Because, you know, F it, we ball. See, no one's declared war on us yet. There's Denmark, Serbia, Vietnam. Denmark's only got 5, but it's cheap. Vietnam, also cheap. There we go. We finally broke through. We found a target we can fight. Let's go ahead and split into 2 groups. In fact, we could probably split into 4. Nigeria is just so heavily populated. Till we get the military down all the way, I think we'll hold off. Actually, let's push the advantage. We'll go into 10 million groups. Groups of 10 million. There we go. A little bit of forward progress. Eventually was going to happen. We took a big risk fighting Nigeria. It was like the same risk we took with fighting Israel, but this one paid off. There's a lot of population. Not a ton of GDP, but a lot of population to get over here. Which is going to help us recruit more ground units easier. Foot soldiers, that is. And this is all Saharan desert, so I don't really care about losing too much of it. Just want to make sure to grab this section here, so we'll let France kind of worry about grabbing the Sahara areas over them this side. All right, that is Nigeria for the most part done. This didn't move us very much anywhere. I think we were still 15th and 5, or population went up. So let's take a look at our production. Can't really do anything with that, unfortunately. So while we did defeat a big country, didn't get a ton out of it. Need to strike somebody big. The Philippines is getting routed. A lot of their friends are weak, minus South Korea and Germany. I don't know if it's worth risking. Waiting for, oh, unfortunately, Germany falls. They're the one we have an alliance with. We're not going to be able to get in there and grab any of that land. All right, that's Nigeria done. Let's head home. I don't people like us. I could invade Japan, and that would solve all of our problems. You know what? We got a big army. Let's try and use it. We'll see if we can buy off anyone from Japan. But I want to invade a big target, and I think Japan, we could get it done. So let's mosey over there. They do have a ton of allies. We'll see about buying them off. Prestige fell. Ah, frick. Okay. That hurts. Australia's declared war on us. Cheap enough to buy out. Other than that, we're fine. This is big. This is big. Okay, let's start splitting and grabbing Japan. Japan literally will solve all of our problems. Very happy the rest of the world didn't want to get involved in this. Hungary's coming. Hungary doesn't have a ton of troops. They want 30 million, dude. They have less than 1 million troops. I'll fight them. Japan's worth it. Japan is worth it. Now we're in the top 10. We're top 7. Still some land to grab. 4th in population. This is a game changer for us. A much needed game changer. We're back in it, baby. What's our GDP per capita now? 41 still. Wow. Can we do more production? Nope, we're at 33. We kept China as a friend. That's important. And Japan is all but done. We just got to finish up probably, I don't know, something in South America or something in these islands. But I think they didn't do too much expansion. So a good little get for us. Ooh, here's an opportunity. United States is fighting Canada. Typically, Canada has a lot of friends. They don't this time. That could be enough to weaken the United States to fight them. That might be what we're looking for. How's our army looking? A little bit low on the piercing. Let's buy a big unit of rockets. Ooh, maybe drones. Yeah, let's get drones for the extra 6 million piercing. I think we get ready to fight the United States. I think they're at the point. We'll finish up the rest of Japan. Wait for these rockets to get out. And I think we turn and burn on the United States. I don't care who they're friends with. Not a lot of people. That's great for us. New Zealand's declared war on us. Not now, brother. All right, Japan, done. As much as we can get. Great. Drones, almost done. There are the drones. Okay, let's go up to Florida and we're getting ready to fight the United States. They have 4 million firepower. Reservists are 32 million. Reservists won't be a problem. I'm hoping. Because we piecemeal the reservists. Their army's very small, won't give us any problems. Reservists are already down to 25 million. How much have we lost? Barely anything. How's the ammunition shortage creeping up a little bit? Unfortunate. Not a lot we can do about it. No one's declared war on us. So I think we're safe to buy... Let's buy planes. Let's get it. 300's not that much. More tanks. 7 million for... Fine. 1,000 tanks. Turkey has declared war on us. Definitely want... Oh, they're not that strong. But would love to not fight them, and they're cheap enough to buy off. How many more reservists do you have? You have 7 million reservists left. We've almost knocked down the reservists. It's cost us about 10 million. Ukraine, you're actually pretty big this game. Cheap enough to buy off. All right, the reservists are done. Great. Let's split into groups of 3. And start pressing the United States. Do we have... What's the army look like over here? 3 million. Not big enough to fight yet. Finally, we can start increasing the production, though. Let's increase those numbers pretty heavily. And get reserves up there. Because as we gain more of the United States, that will come down. Slowly working through the countries I have left, getting closer to passing Sonico on the platform single player. Includes old runs. Yeah, you guys are way far ahead of me. I'm always happy when I beat a country and I'm better than you. But I don't think I'll ever get a better overall score. You're a nice benchmark, I should say. If it's like, if I beat you, it's like, all right, I did that pretty well. We're at war with Brazil. I piece that one out, even though they're a good target to attack. They don't want to lose any armies. They're fighting the United States, which is good for us. And after we finish with the United States, our GDP is going to be high. It's a question mark of could we switch to robots and drones? Would that be worth it? Although our population's so high, you could argue it's not. Robots are better now? Okay. So with our rising GDP per capita, it is now going to be more efficient to switch off commandos and gunners and go to drones and killer robots. 43%. Good enough. Keep the reservists, though, for obvious reasons. But let's start producing some tech. And we can finally get another level of Art of War. Fantastic. We're going to keep pushing down that. Oh my gosh. Big American army. Hold on. Gather the boys. See if we can bait them out again. I don't want to fight 5,000 tanks by my lonesome. There they are. We engage them. Knock them down. Good. And let's just split this army in half for now. We've kind of depleted a lot. What are you at, by the way? 6. Yeah, you could be useful in the war. Let's gather and organize a little bit. Now we can go back up to 3 groups. Piercing more than attack than piercing? I am. Wait, I did that reverse. That should be good. A little bit more attack than piercing's fine. It'll be a slightly off balance army, but it won't matter that much. This army's at 10 million. Ooh, we could use some quick piercing. Let's get a big order of drones out there. I want to take this army and go fight this land up here. I think that'll be pretty good. All right. Let's take our new army of 22 and 22. Let's go fight for some of the Indian lands that they hold. That is the most inefficient pathway I've ever seen. It's just a straight line, brother. Who is this? What flag is this? Zambia. Stop. Another art of war. So war's going pretty well. We're getting some of the more, or the Myanmar territory, some of the Indian territory, Iraq, whatever. Not Iraq, Afghanistan. A lot of the United States still to go. And no one's really helping us grab it, which is unfortunate. Brazil grabs some of it down here. I hope somebody grabs some of this up here. I will grab the southern portions and maybe this. We'll just push it. I don't want to leave the United States on the board because I imagine they have nuclear technology, which would be a real bummer to get nuked here in the late game. So I will fight them all the way down. Is it possible to win with only drones and robots? Oh, of course, yeah. It just might take a little bit longer. All right, another army ready to go. Actually, two armies. Let's go ahead, start fighting here. And then we'll split this army and tell the other one to go here. Zambia's declared war on us. Don't worry, brother, we're coming. And we'll fight from this side. Grab this territory. We'll fight Zambia as well. try and split this group up a little bit. Where is the... Yeah, you're over there. Let's bring you over here. Oh, we're fighting in Russia. There's the other army. No, wrong army. Hey, are you a pro? Probably not. I don't think top 30 would be considered a pro at the game. Here, finish Zambia. Also, Dodo with the 249 euros. Yo, you're playing... oh God, how do I say it again?
Mauritius.
Mauritius. Yes, I am. It was by far the most upvoted country with 81. It's been a while since we've had something that highly upvoted. Hey Corgi, it's my birthday. Thank you for doing Dummynation video. Well, happy birthday, medium steak Roblox. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I've never played Roblox, so I didn't know you could make a steak in the game, but that kind of makes sense. Ooh, and another Art of War. Let's go. Okay, now we're rolling. Now we're really rolling. We're second in GDP, second in population, doing really well. China's got 81% and only 14 million. We don't have a peace treaty with them anymore. They don't have friends anywhere. How many reservists do they have? Not a ton. Let's finish up the United States, and I think we push this to victory by fighting down evil, evil China. Evil in the context of the game, obviously. No. We forget about that. Everybody go home. We're not grabbing this stuff. Come on home. From across the world, bring all the boys home. Also, domination deference was disabled. The AIs won't fight you when you get to 95% anymore. Oh, that's so nice. Just kind of helps the game along. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about it. Let's go fight China. That's good news to hear. So if you're unfamiliar, the AI used to freak out when you got to 75, and then it was 80, and then especially 95%, and all of them would turn on you whether you were allied with them or not. That has changed. That is no longer in the game. A sweet thing to hear. Now, we have 88 million with 91 piercing. A good balanced army for the most part. They have 28 million and 13 million reservists. But they have 81% of the board. So they win. If we win if we defeat them. If we don't stop them, they'll beat us. So let's go to diplomatic interference. -5. So we're not friends anymore. And sneak attack them. We'll keep our army together until they bring their armies down. Just melted before us. Holy cow. How many troops did we lose? Not a ton. 10 million. Indonesia, though, we got to keep out of this fight. How are their reservists? 2 million. Let's keep the group together. Never mind. They're absolutely defeated. They have nothing left. So let's start splitting. Ireland exists and is invading me. Hurtful. Let's ramp up the production too. It's 100%. Ooh, okay. There we go. So we'll spend 77% of our budget, but at this point, we're just looking to reinforce. Tanks are so kind of cost prohibitive at this point that it's not really worth investing them too much, although it is worth investing in another level of art of war. There we go. Reduces the time it takes for your troops to conquer territory by up to 100%. We're currently at 54%, which is going to be good because China is a democracy and they do have military service, but it's very low. So that's good for us, which means we're not going to face as many rebels, but democracies are always a threat because they will raise more people to fight you than other ideologies. All right, now their units ready. Let's bring them into the fight. Let's fight for their Indian lands. Is that Indonesia here? I thought I peaced out with them. I'm off again. Another army ready. Let's bring them into the fray. Anytime we get about 10 million with tanks, we're going to bring them into the fight. We're at Beijing. Almost taking it. Get a little bit extra pressure there. Move the capital. Won't do us a ton because we have to take most of China, but that does help out a lot. Frees up our expedition into Manchuria. Let's try. Bangladesh has declared war on us. Try and avoid the Himalayas or the Tibetan steppe as much as possible. Here, can you break away and go grab Taiwan really quickly? More tanks. Another level of Art of War. War is progressing really well. No one's really opposing us. We're at 86% right now. Just trying to avoid the Tibetan steppe and grab some of their more valuable land. Fortunately for us, China followed the rules and stayed a little bit closer to what they would realistically grab. A lot of countries are declaring war on us, though, just by walking through our territory. We're not actually doing anything that would upset them. But let's get another army. Get you up there. How good are you guys? Good enough. Let's get you up here. I don't know how to convince you to avoid the Tibetan steppe. And really push. We're at 92. We're getting close. We've captured their secondary capital. And I don't know where their new capital is going to be. Looks like it's right here somewhere. I don't know. I see a lot. There it is. Yep. Here, bud. You are just suffering. I understand. Try and take the capital. Push it away. New capital moved. And 98%. Oh, yeah, we got this. We got this. In fact, let's just go ahead and finish it off in style. Except for they're just going around. I hate that. Never mind. Scratch that. Scratch that plan. I was going to divide everyone, but they're just dividing in small groups and going on the other side of the map. 99. Here we go. There we go.
Mauritius.
Mauritius dominates the world after 41.25k days. A very slow start. If I had to redo this, I would not attack the DRC. I would not attack a big country with such a weak starting military. Definitely would have got after like Tanzania or something like that. Tanzania, however you say it. But outside of that, we played it well. We never got attacked ourselves, which is important. And we're able to pull this one out. So overcoming adversity on this one. I doubt this puts us anywhere on the leaderboards, but we'll give it a look. Mauritius, we are second place. First place crushed it with 20k days. Good for them. But that is going to do it for today. So as we do start to wrap things up, just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially made this fun video. Yeah, I made this fun video. Hey, give a thumbs up. Really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. We put out a Dummynation every Tuesday. And if you have a nation you would, or excuse me, every Wednesday, we record on Tuesdays. If you have a nation recommendation you would like me to play as next, put in the comments down below. We'll play as the most upvoted country in the next video. But for now, boys, I will see you in the next one. Oh, thank God I was recording. Oh, thank God I was recording. All right, but let's do some multiplayer. Let's give ourselves 100% of the GDP. No need to nix ourselves. Let's switch it up a little bit. I'm going to be Poland. Game code, if you want to join, is 2058. 2058. And while this is happening... Oh, there's your notification, by the way. It took a while. Why is that all the way over there? While this is happening, I'm going to go grab some water. Gotta go shopping. Have a good time shopping, Brandon. Please wait. Yeah, we can give it a couple minutes. How to join? You go to multiplayer, custom, and then there's a spot to enter the code right there, which is 2058. You enter that code and you're in. Yeah, and nobody in the top 10, so Germany's out, France is out. So you guys got to pick different countries. Johnny the Destroyer. What a name. What a name for picking Switzerland, by the way. Who's the leader of Switzerland these days? I think it's Johnny the Destroyer. Can't join, but we'll be spectating. No worries, Craft. Who knows? I might have a chance with you and Trix out of here. Also, I haven't seen Sonico around for a long time. What's he up to? Is he still uploading? Ugh. Oh, what happened to him? He's been down. He's been gone for like 12 days. He hasn't uploaded in 12 days. Sonic took a short break. Fair enough. YouTube's one of those jobs that on the surface is very like easy because you get to set your own hours. You get to play video games. It's not like a very demanding job. What is demanding is like your emotional availability. And it really drains you. I've fallen into the same trap where it's just like it's not physically demanding work, but like afterwards you gotta take a break, and eventually it just keeps like the stress of like never being able to not be working because you're always thinking about work. And you always have something to do. Really starts to slow build up and turn into burnout. Before I became a YouTuber, I kind of thought burnout was a little bit overhyped. And for some people, I definitely think it is. Like, hey man, if you have an editor doing all your stuff and all you have to do is record, yeah, I don't have a lot of sympathy for you. But small creators have to do it all. It's a lot of work, man. It's always something to do. All right. Let's go ahead and lock everything and get going. Okay, Poland. We got the money. We don't have a ton of money. We barely have anything. Give me 1,000 tanks. Since we're a big country, let's start producing commandos and drones. A little bit of reservists. And flip to fascists. Let's go and speed up the game a little bit. Everyone can kind of fix their budgets as we go. R&D, we're never going to use. cheap peace treaty with Russia. Let's go after Belarus. Now they have no friends. Should be able to crush them relatively easily. Kazakhstan declared war on us. Do they come over? They are. Cheap enough to buy them off, though. Man, eventually we'll start moving the border here. Holy cow, there we go. It's all all together all at once. Lowers our GDP per capita a little bit. Love to see Ukraine fall. We're allied to Japan or to Ukraine? Do we have like a... No. Okay, we're allied to Ukraine, but we don't have a peace treaty with them. Who are they allied to? Us and Latvia. Fair enough. Love to see Russia go into them. But for now, I think we just wait. We don't have access to the rest of the board. Not a ton's happening. There's not a big rush for anything. Someone playing as Mexico. Someone's playing as Romania. How to join? It's too late to join this one. You can join the next one, though. Now we're getting a little bit of a scramble. Pakistan's off to a good start. Although... Never mind, they got a good military. No, I'm late. I'm sorry. Turkey, you're at war with everyone because you have attacked Cyprus. Yeah, that would do it, bud. Still have some friends. Man, I got unlucky that Russia decided not to do anything this run. Usually they attack Ukraine. Yeah, dude, I'm hard stuck. Hey, Trix, how are you? I mean, I could attack Ukraine, but it would just weaken me so much that, like, there's not a lot I could do. Switzerland, sure. Johnny the Destroyer. New best friend. Canada getting a little bit involved. Ooh. You have a very unbalanced army, my friend. You definitely want a little bit more piercing. So you're going to be fighting a lot more rebels because your ability to take land is so low. Romania off to a big start here. Come on, Russia, do something. Every time I pick Poland, man, I get nothing to do. I swear. The computer knows, and it's just like, no, we're just gonna be passive for this entire game. I could attack Denmark. The chances of me successfully winning that war against Denmark before Europe eats me is pretty low. Oh my god, is that Poland? Yeah. And the Hell Run, because Russia didn't attack Ukraine. Really limits my options. Germany's also strong, so that rules out that. Like to join your next game. What are the rules? You can't attack a player for the first 5 minutes, and you can't be anyone in the top 10. Russia is in top 10? They are. Get military to 50 million. That's adorable. You gotta look at like the firepower. They have 6 million firepower. We have 13. You want to have like a 3-to-1 advantage if you're going to attack a country. Like I could win it right now, but would I be strong enough to do anything with that win afterwards? Probably not. I wish you could ask an ally to do something. Like, I'd love to tell them, like, fight there. Like, what are you doing? Like, if this was a player, their first move would be attacking Japan, knocking them down. Ooh, nice little move there from Ireland. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did the United States come to help or hurt? They came to hurt. Oh, no. No. Bruh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. All right, let's check our leaderboards. We have Italy's in first place, a natural first place. Turkey's in second place. Canada is in third. As far as our players go. Yeah, you really don't have to do much as Italy to win. You start winning. I think they're what, the 11th best? Oh, is Belgium a player? No, Netherlands is a player. What if I take away my friendship with Ukraine? Does that inspire Russia? Romania, what do you think about attacking Ukraine with me? Pretty even trade. Although you're incredibly weak. What if I hurt you? What if I do this? How many people come to your defense? Everybody. Okay, you win. Here I was simply thinking that I, as you know, part of the EU, had equal standing as everyone else in the EU. But apparently I'm the oh, it's fascist. Did you stay democratic? You did. That's the difference. How good of a career do you think you have? I mean, here's the thing: is YouTubers don't have careers, right? Because like the nature of being on YouTube is like, if the thing you do becomes less popular, which eventually it will, your entire network goes away and you don't really have a ton of marketable skills, which is the other terrifying thing about being a YouTuber, is there's no security. Dang, did you just gobble up? I should have stayed as a democracy, huh? Here's the thing. If I'd been able to break through, I would have fought you, but I have no chance. Romania has better relationships with Europe. Yeah, I no, the difference is they have better relations because I turned fascist. Assuming everyone would turn fascist, I should have looked at it. Can I get some tips playing with the Vatican City? Good luck. They changed how you attack now, so I don't know a good way to play Vatican City. Fortunately for me, I've defeated Vatican City, so I'm never going back. I need to stop picking countries that you get landlocked with. I'd also love to be able to pick last instead of first, because whenever I pick a country, everyone picks up country around me. Like if I went like over here in Southeast Asia, there'd be a ton of people in Southeast Asia removing targets. Good luck. I got 20 million. There goes Egypt, right? Right off the bat. Not right off the bat. It's been, what, 20 years? Someone playing as Israel? No. Look at Turkey. Yeah. They haven't done anything super spectacular. Well, that's not even them. They've done the easy moves of grabbing Georgia, Iraq, UAE. They should go after Saudi Arabia at some point, but Saudi Arabia is pretty strong. South Korea. No, Japan took North Korea. Interesting. Pakistan's gonna run away with this, but they're fighting Algeria. Like the worst land of Algeria. I don't know how worthwhile that is. The DRC's available. Netherlands has done well for themselves. Mexico's still on the table. I would probably go fight Mexico. They got the UK. Yeah. So what? I'm waiting for Italy to do something. They're so strong. Oh, they've grabbed a lot. No, that's Pakistan. They grabbed this area. Good for them. They're probably in the strongest position militarily. They're leading an economy. Hater, you can just say it's you, man. Like, I get it. You can just say it's you. You're having a good game. You don't need to be like, oh, look at this mysterious person who's leading in GDP without ever seeing the GDP. It's clearly you. You could just say like, hey, I'm doing good this game. It's fine. Uh-oh, Pakistan, did you exhaust your troops? No, you're still decently strong. The economy of Algeria? Yeah, you work so hard just to get robbed at the very end. That's the problem with attacking Algeria from the south. You spend so much time fighting in desert, and then someone just pops in and grabs the top. All right, we're going to play till the 45 of the hour, so another 9 minutes. Do you want to tag someone with me? Go fight Russia. I'll fight Russia with you. I got nothing better to do. He's strong. Then why do you want to ask who do I want to fight when I border like two people that we could fight together? I mean, it's great you're having a little bit of a game. I don't know, man. Maybe have a little bit of humility about it. Just, you know, play your game. Wait till the end. Be first place. I'll congratulate you then. That's all the reward you should need. I'm North Korea. Looks like you lost. Are you still in the game somewhere? I see South Korea. I died. I'm so sorry. All right, 5 minutes remaining. This is your 5-minute warning. Game ends in 5 minutes. Let's speed things along until then. How much more? 5 minutes. Ooh, there goes Mexico. Oh, I can't believe no one jumped on that. All right, leaderboard right now is Turkey's number 1, Italy's number 2, and then Netherlands is number 3. Well done, Netherlands. Coming back strong. Good amount of military, grabbed a lot of Central Africa. All right, 1 minute left. Do your big moves. Die Romania. Literally, neither of us moved the border at all, hilariously. Die Romania. I'll get something out of this. Let's go! Territory gained! And time. So we literally didn't move the borders at all. Alrighty, but that's going to do it for this one, boys. And that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Adios, boys.